Hey guys, we are finally getting around to doing a tasting video of my New Zealand Pilsner using the Riwaka hops and the Novalager. So there it is there. I've just poured it up off the keg. A little bit hazy still. Don't know if that's down to the yeast or something, just needs a bit more time to clear, but fairly clear. You can see my hand sort of through. Some nice bubbles streaming up. And it's holding a nice sort of fluffy head on the top, and happy with that colour. So yeah, it's been in the keg for just over 2 weeks now. So the beer that inspired me to brew this was actually made by these guys here, Emerson's, based down in Dunedin. It says established 1992. So one of my sort of early memories of craft beer was drinking their New Zealand Pilsner using Riwaka on tap down in Dunedin. And I was pretty blown away at the time after drinking a lot of New Zealand macro beers. So yeah, this was the inspiration for my own beer. So New Zealand Pilsner using Riwaka hops again. Main difference is that I thought I'd give the old Novalager a whirl. So yeah, before we dive in, I'll just quickly run through the ingredients. Pretty basic, so 92.5% Pilsner malt, 5% Carahell, just for a little bit of, I think it's got some good foaming properties apparently, a little good for mouthfeel, and then a little bit of acid malt. And then the Riwaka hops is 3 additions. I did a 20-minute post-boil addition, mainly for bitterness, and then a 15-minute hop stand at 80 degrees, and then a dry hop. So I used, I think it was 100 grams all up in a sort of 8 litre batch, or 8 1/4 litre batch. Came out 4.5%, and then yeah, used the Novalager yeast. So we'll talk a bit more about the yeast, etc. once we sample the beer. So cheers guys, hope your week's going well. Finally got a little bit of sun outside, so perfect day to try the beer, get a nose on it. So the first thing I get is big hits of passion fruit, which I haven't always got from I've got passion fruit from Riwaka, but often I don't get like big hits of passion fruit, but that's what I'm getting on the nose. It's really smells really nice. It's probably the most passion fruit I've ever had off Riwaka. I think this was the latest crop of Riwaka, so it might be down to the this year's crop having more passion fruit sort of profile. So that if that's your thing, maybe keep an eye out for the latest 2023 harvest. I actually gave Mrs. Dino a smell of my beer, an earlier sample. She doesn't drink beer as such, but she picked up the passion fruit unprompted, which was great. So I said, oh, what can you smell? She said, oh, I'm getting like passion fruit. And I thought, oh, that's great. That's one of the main characters of the Riwaka, holding onto their head. So yeah, juicy passion fruit is what the main thing I'm picking up through the foam there. So let's dive in, guys. Once again, getting that passion fruit, getting that nice sort of juicy hop character or flavour coming through. Yeah. But I'm also now on the flavour getting more of the like grapefruit that there's also another character of Riwaka. Yeah, less so of the passion fruit in the flavour, more the grapefruit, which is great. So passion fruit on the nose, more grapefruit in the flavour. It's sort of grapefruit that say pith, not pith, that's not the right, rind, like a grapefruit rind, very nice. quite effervescent on the tongue. Got quite a dry finish. So yeah, talk about the Novalager. So very happy with how it performed. So I fermented at 18 degrees, which was so the range is about, I think, 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. So I thought, just as a bit of a test, let's go for 18, what I would normally ferment an ale at. Good opportunity to see how the Novalager performed and whether it would sort of ferment nice and cleanly, and it has. Yeah, it's nice, got a nice clean flavour, aroma's nice and clean, so no, like I've heard some people say you can get sulphur sometimes from lagers, but yeah, none of that coming from the Novalager. The other thing to note is it finished quite dry, so 1008, which is a tad lower than I'd get from, say, US05. So yeah, nice and dry, quite crisp, yeah, effervescent on the tongue. So yeah, all in all, I'm very, very impressed with the Novalager, so I definitely would look to use it again. I think that Carahell's just, apart from giving it nice sort of foaming quality to the beer, just a little bit of a touch of, you know, added a little bit to the mouthfeel maybe. So yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, all in all, I'm pretty stoked with that. Would have been, if I had my act organised, I could have got a bottle of the Emerson's Riwaka New Zealand Pilsner and maybe done a side by side, but standing alone, I'm very, very pleased with how this has turned out. It's pretty much what I envisioned going in. As you can see, it's a very easy drinker as well, so 4.5%. Can't remember what the IBUs are, but I'll put the recipe in the video description. So yeah, if you've ever thought about brewing a New Zealand Pilsner, highly recommend using Riwaka, and if you want to mix up the yeast, I can highly recommend using the Novalager as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a win-win there. So thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Over and out. Cheers.